Right. Child reality stars are finally speaking out. You guys, a lot of kids who grew up on reality TV recently opened up to Teen Vogue, and today we're diving into what they had to say about their childhoods. I've covered this topic before. Kids who've grown up online, sharing their experiences. But now we're going even deeper. These kids are finally sharing what it was like growing up in front of the camera, having their childhoods broadcasted to the world, and in some cases, stolen from them. Teen Vogue published an in-depth piece by Vortessa Latifi, featuring several now-grown kids who were once reality stars. Interestingly, each of these kids said they would do it all over again. They told Teen Vogue each of these reality kids would do it all over again, sacrificing their privacy for the experience of filming a show. In all, each of them said the experience and opportunity was worth the pitfalls. But it's complicated, because choosing to do it all over again is very different from the reality. They didn't choose to be on TV in the first place. Their parents made that decision. Of course, being on television wasn't easy. We've heard the struggles of child stars over the years, and these kids faced a lot, both back then and even now. Hannah Gosselin, known from John and Kate Plus 8, recalled a childhood where cameras were constantly around. At one point, the production crew even lived above their garage in a separate apartment. She didn't realize how unusual her life was until paparazzi started showing up at her elementary school. While filming made her feel closer to her siblings, it also created distance between her parents, whose very public divorce played out on TV. We've talked about the Gosselin family drama before. John and Kate were once one of the most recognizable couples on reality TV. Their show followed their life with 8 kids, a set of twins and sextuplets, navigating the chaos of a large family. Premiering in 2007, it became a massive hit, but as the fame grew, so did the cracks in their relationship. By 2009, their marriage fell apart in what became one of reality TV's most scandalous divorces. Their split played out on camera, and during the show's 5th season, they announced their separation in a special episode that aired the same day divorce papers were filed. After that, John and Kate Plus 8 was rebranded as Kate Plus 8, with John exiting the show amid growing controversy. He later criticized the show, calling it exploitative and saying he no longer wanted their children filmed, despite having originally agreed to it. Meanwhile, Kate continued filming with the kids, saying the show was a source of income and that the children enjoyed it. Over the years, John has taken custody of 2 of the sextuplets, Hannah and Colin, both of whom have spoken out about their feelings under Kate's care. Colin was even placed in a behavioral facility at a young age, a move John has repeatedly criticized. Kate has largely avoided interviews in recent years, but has defended her actions as necessary and rooted in love for her kids. While filming, Hannah and her siblings found ways to get around the cameras. They realized that if they said or showed a brand name, the footage couldn't be used due to trademark issues. So if they wanted to say something off limits, they deliberately mention a brand over and over while doing it. A clever little loophole. Eventually, the crew caught on and told them to stop. Despite everything, Hannah said she wouldn't change her experience. It brought her closer to her siblings, even if it contributed to her parents' split. Interestingly, Teen Vogue noted that child labor laws in Pennsylvania were partly changed because of the Gosselin kids' involvement in John and Kate Plus 8. This resulted in legal and financial protections for child actors and reality stars, and Hannah now has enough money to cover about half of her college tuition. However, her family's story, even something as simple as a sibling hangout, often made tabloid headlines. Gwendolyn Brown from Sister Wives started filming at just 8 years old. At first, she loved the attention and even saw the crew as family. The show improved her family's financial situation, but as she got older, her feelings changed. Moments like puberty struggles or emotional outbursts were caught on camera, including a particularly painful memory where she was filmed yelling in frustration. She was even unexpectedly outed as bisexual during a producer interview, a moment she wasn't prepared for. Gwendolyn revealed the kids weren't paid during the early seasons, only the parents were. Later on, her mother paid them a certain amount per day of filming, but Gwendolyn said it wasn't a fair share. TLC responded, saying compensation is handled in accordance with contracts and labor laws. Gwendolyn's mom, Christine, confirmed the kids weren't initially paid directly, but the family did set aside money for college and vehicles. One particularly scary incident, when Gwendolyn was 9, a fan showed up at her house and asked for a hug, a chilling reminder of how attached viewers can become to families they watch on TV. Her feelings about being on the show continue to evolve. Sometimes she sees it as her normal, other times she feels it's not normal at all. Aniko and Aspen Bullock, daughters of 90 Day Fiancé star Darcy Silva, also shared how their privacy was impacted. Growing up in a small town where everyone knew them, having their family drama aired on national TV made it harder. One particularly embarrassing moment was their mom giving them the birds and the bees talk on camera, something they still cringe about today. They admitted that, while it was nice to have old footage to reflect on, being reality TV kids made them question the motives of new friends or romantic partners, unsure if people cared about them for who they were or just wanted screen time. Noelle Robinson, daughter of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey, also shared her experience. She recalled how even her Sweet 16 and her college move-in day were overshadowed by camera crews, making it hard to simply live in the moment. However, she did find empowerment in coming out as sexually fluid on the show, hoping it would provide representation for LGBTQ+ youth. Still, she confirmed she was never paid for her time time on the show. Brooks Marks, son of a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star, joined reality TV at 19. He initially saw it as a way to promote his clothing line, but quickly realized the emotional toll it took on his mental health. Despite never publicly coming out, his sexuality became a topic of public speculation and online gossip. Brooks described feeling intense anxiety and disassociation from the backlash. While the show boosted his business, the emotional cost was steep. Now, he's using what he learned to set boundaries and protect his personal space. In the end, growing up on reality TV is much more complicated than it looks in those glossy episodes. Now these kids, now young adults, are reclaiming their stories after years of having their lives dictated by producers, networks, and sometimes even their own families. As more of these stories come to light, the conversation about ethics, protection, and compensation in reality TV is only getting louder. Hopefully, it leads to a future where no child has to sacrifice their privacy, autonomy, or earnings for the sake of entertainment.